like finger painting with the Apple Pencil. I mean, all this detail.
Did Shannon Fox's daughter do those?
She totally did. Look at this detail.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's how finite it is. And then also, yes, you can take notes with it. One thing I love, I've tried demoing this earlier, it did not come out well, but over here, I was taking notes in class, but even you can have it set up to when you start taking your notes, guess what? What you handwrite will actually transcribe into typed text. So you're writing chicken scratch, you're writing that shopping list, and no one can read your writing. It can actually then be just transcribed back into type. So easy and so user-friendly.
Right, so I don't want you to think the Apple Pencil is just a stylus, because it isn't. It's actually a smart device that is compatible.
Correct.
Yeah, and not all of the iPads are compatible with the Apple Pencil. It's just the latest generation ones, the higher ones. So I know that there are there's more expensive. There's an iPad Pro, but honestly, I don't think most of us need all those features. This is the sweet spot, and this is the latest and greatest, and what we're doing here today is 5 flex pay on everything. So even if you don't want to get an HSN card, you get a whole year to pay it off with no interest, FYI. But if you want to do that, if you want to do any major credit card, you still get 5 months to pay it off. So the 265 gigabyte would be $132 a month, and the 64 gigabyte would just be $100 a month. So, and then you're going to enjoy this. Here's a bunch of features that are showing, and then I would love to show the still where it has your choices, because you have a choice of 2 colors of your iPad, and then you also have a choice of the color of your case. So this is a couple choices. First, you decide, do I want the space gray or the silver? The space gray is like a hematite tone, kind of like a gunmetal color. And then, that's of course after you chose your storage first, then the color, and then do you want the black case with the black keyboard? Silver with the silver case, the white keyboard, and in the white keyboard, the neoprene case is a houndstooth.
I love that.
I love that. And then the blue, rose gold, honestly, it's more like a pink. The leopard, the case is a tan color, and the Bluetooth case is leopard. The winery marble, we've got the winery marble, and then there's a darker blue case with it, and then the tie-dye has the winery sold out already.
And tie-dye, I believe.
Oh, and tie-dye sold out as well.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
And the rose gold. This is the rose gold.
Oh, this is the rose gold. And I always like to tell everybody, this is honestly more like pink. Because it's kind of pink, because when you get it home, I want you to know, this is almost like more like a maroon color. And then this is like a soft.
Maroon or violet?
Maybe violet, yeah. Violet's good. Wow, look at you. Okay, we'll get out the swatches. But yeah, you're right. It's so exciting to have the guests back in studio so I can make fun of them. All right.
Or for us to second guess you guys.
Yeah, so you can, right. We're back, baby.
Exactly. And that's just it. We are back. And the thing is, whether we are connecting virtually with friends like you just saw, because let's be honest, sometimes that's easier than going to the doctor. Just jump online and do it that way.
Oh, let's talk about the telemedicine. The doctor will say things like, what does your throat look like? Send me a picture. But you're on your, if you're on your tablet, this kind of quality, you just show them. The telemedicine is a really big revolution. And I think so many things have gone digital that you really kind of need to have something.
Well, that's just it. When we first got sent home with the pandemic, and we all had moments to get ready for it, right? And like, you're broadcasting from home. I'm like, how am I gonna do that? What do I have? I had an Apple at home. I had a few Apple stuff, so I was actually able to pull it off pretty seamlessly. You
were in better shape than most people because you're an electronics guest and you know all about this stuff.
I had the AirPods, I had the tablet, I had the camera quality. But that's just it. I upgraded to this particular iPad because of those new upgrades. The better front-facing camera, so I didn't have to face this way when I had those long calls. I liked the fact that it had a new processor. And the other reason why I upgraded is I knew I was going to use it. So the one that I had been using, it wasn't, dead in the water. So guess what I did? I handed it off. Gave it to my nephew. He loved it. And that's just it. Whether I'm gonna use it for work or for play, someone in the house is gonna benefit from it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, benefit from it for years. You were talking earlier, Apple wasn't first to the computing game. There were other companies out there first. Apple was the first to really make it easy for us. The drag and drop, the icons like you were talking about. Because there's still other computers and some of those operating systems, I don't know where to begin. With Apple, they really make it so great for us experts, us beginners, us old and young, which is great. And truly, all our hosts here at HSN, they all have a different comfort level with technology, just like a lot of us. The one device that gets put into all their hands is an iPad.
That's true.
Because they can find out, oh, I want to reply, you hit the reply button. I want to engage, you can easily do that. And that's where you have fun with it. So Helen was showing me earlier that TikTok viral video about this kid with this corn on the cob. So what did I do? I went and jumped online and I found a picture of corn and we were starting to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And when you can engage with technology where it's fun and empowering, or perfect example, you watch the shows and like, get social with us, get online and talk to us. Yet it takes forever for your tablet to warm up or for you to load a web page. You don't want that. You want something very fluid. So perfect example, I'm over here, I'm watching Helen on YouTube, which is great. It's nice, fluid, and fast. The screen resolution has 1 million more pixels than a high definition television. So that's really what you're gonna appreciate whether you're binge watching or shopping. So actually, I want you to hear a bit of the audio.
Send you a new set of sheets.
Great audio, which is awesome. But more importantly, we're including this over-the-ear headphones, completely wireless. I turn them on, haven't had to recharge the battery either. I'm listening to Helen or my class. Now it's right here in the headphones. So that convenience in terms of what we're including. By the way, these are individually boxed if you want to give them to someone else in the household. But more importantly, I'm watching you over here, and turn down the volume a bit. This is where it has been kicked up a notch. You're telling me to shop, you're telling me to get on social media, or with all the stuff that's been in the news, I've been wanting to know, where is that in England? I look that up at the same time, or football. I'm watching the football game or hearing them commentate. I can actually come over here and look up extra stats. This is how we're gonna be living our lives, but you know why? Because we can do it. Older tablets can't do this, the older computers can't do this. It's not, Control C to make it go larger this way or to make it go that way. It's literally, I want that line to move over here. And that is why Apple has been successful. You wanna watch Joy tonight? You can watch on the iPad. You can shop on the iPad. This is where it's not confusing or daunting technology. And I'll be honest too, if you spend a lot of money on a piece of technology, shoes, handbag, or jewelry, and then you never use it or use it once a year or just at Christmas, that's frustrating. And it just sits on a shelf. This will not sit on a shelf. This will go with you to the comedy club, go with you, between shows. I took mine on a trip to the gym, the airplane, wherever, in bed to watch movies, and it's a 9-year-old iPad. Still works, and that's where you think about it. I got 9 years of use out of an iPad, worth it. Every day.
Right. I mean, I think that investing, by the way, if you do social media, I just did like a little selfie of myself and then I edited, I changed the borders, I put like a little filter, brightened it up. It's so incredibly easy, quick. So when I'm doing social media, this is really amazing. And as I get older, I like to have the bigger. So if you're doing something like an Instagram Live and people are commenting, well, if you've got it on your little phone, I don't know, for me, I can't see anything. But if you do it on your tablet, you're able to see the comments and you're able to see what people are saying. There's so many more features to this tablet. It is the latest and greatest. This is the 9. This isn't, I know people may be flipping around in channels and saying for that price, is this no, this is the latest and greatest. It's more capacity than ever before. It's got the A13 chip that everybody's talking about. The CPU is incredibly powerful. It's streamlined. The Retina display, I mean, the picture is really something that is exclusive to Apple. The back camera at 12 megapixels. I mean, you talk about that, that's like a fancy camera. Thin, lightweight. I mean, I remember spending $500 for a camera that had 4 megapixels. I mean, that was like, oh, we had these fancy digital cameras. Oh, yeah. I was 4, how many megapixels? 4? Wow. Wow, that's gonna be amazing. I mean, it's technology. You look at the price of this, and then I also love that, you've got a long time to pay it off. By the way, I've got some updates, because these are flying out the door. In the 265 gigabyte, they are the most popular. So in the white, in the space gray with the white case, we only have 35 left. So if that was your choice, in the 256 gigabyte, the larger gigabyte is more popular. In the blue, that's also getting very limited. We're supposed to go all the way till midnight. It's only 4 p.m. over here, 4:18 over here on the East Coast. We only have 56 left. And last call, if you have the silver and you got the 256 gigabyte, if you got the white, there's only 2 left. In the silver, and you know what? the houndstooth case, let me just say what I'm saying. You get the silver one in the 256 gigabyte. This is your choice of case. If you want the houndstooth, it's called white when you order, because you get the white in the Bluetooth keyboard. There's only 2 left in that combination. 2 people can get it. So I just wanted to mention that because, if I'm spending several $100s on something, I want to make sure that I get my first choice on the colors that I want. So I want to make sure that everybody knows what we have. But, there's so much fun involved. Like this is, I don't know what you're doing over there.
What color is maroon?
What color is maroon? Yeah. All right, I was wrong. This is more like a lavender berry color.
There's more maroon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, maroon is definitely the wrong. Okay. That's wrong. Maroon is wrong.
But A for effort. and actually, this is what is fun about it. If you want to
prove your friends wrong at record speed, get yourself our today's special.
Actually, so lots been going on in the world. I've been watching the news.
I love that you did that.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, I love it.
But they're interviewing the U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom.
Yes.
And she had said she's the second U.S. ambassador. And I was like, oh really? And I was like, so I'm like, who was the first? I got online, I started looking, started talking about Winfield House. And actually, you have family in England. And so guess what? I was jumping online, I was looking around. The second largest residence in London is first Buckingham Palace and then Winfield House, the US Embassy. And I mean, this is the type of stuff. Do I read the paper all the time? No. But do I get on my tablet when I'm interested in the news? Sure. And then the next thing you know, so I'm zipping around London over here, and this is where it's just fun to engage, and I mean, call it Snoop or whatever, but it's like, okay, here is Buckingham Palace, over here is Winfield House, second largest residence, it's the United U.S. Embassy, boom, just like right there. And when you can find stuff that easy, because I can't get over there right now. I can't get to, I have a friend whose daughter's studying in Germany. Go up and look up what town she's in. This is where it's like being there, but trust me, it's more comfortable being on the couch. It's like being at the football game, but guess what? You can check out the ticket prices, or you can get the stats and see what's happening and the weather. Today, here, it's a gloomy day. I barely want to get off the couch.
Right.
But you know what? I wasn't disconnected. This keeps us connected. Perfect example, my aunt, she was trying to get into the tablet game. This was a few years ago. Tablets have been around just over 10 years. So she got a no-name tablet, and she started watching Netflix and, taking it with her to my mom's house, and she'd do a little online banking and shopping, and then it went out on her. So then she bought another one. And then she was like 3 tablets deep at this point, at which point she's like, Bill, should I get an iPad? I'm like, Kathy, are you using it a lot? She's like, every day. I'm in bed with it and this and that. I'm like, then do it. You will appreciate the convenience, the power, and more importantly, the value of not having to rebuy one all the time. And one of the biggest differences is the Apple ecosystem, which that's just a big word for all the apps and different ways we're gonna use it, whether it's for the kids, for work, for school. I'm gonna download different stuff. I'm not gonna get that extra stuff running in the background. That's gonna slow it down, the cobwebs, the malware and the viruses, because it's a more secure system. And it communicates well with other devices. One big thing is a lot of us, you're pretty much all Apple, right?
I am all Apple. Okay. I do have I have a new desktop that I bought that is not Apple, but I've got my iPhone, I've got a MacBook Pro, and my daughter has a MacBook Air, and then I bought her a new one, so I have her MacBook Air she gave to me because she wanted a new one for college. She got a fancier MacBook Air. So they just don't ever die, so we just keep passing them around.
I remember
but I
the
do.
MacBook you used to have. You used to have the thick one. The
I still have that one. It has a DVD player in it.
See?
And it still works, so I have it.
When's the last time you popped in a DVD?
I have taken it with me when I've gone on cruises and brought in DVDs that I get. Because, I get the screeners from the Screen Actors Guild because I'm on the voting committee. And I know. So I have like all these movies I gotta catch up on. And they're not, and I would rather,
Actually, very interesting. A lot of those screeners in these movies are now being sent out digitally.
They are being sent out digitally now. They are now sent out digitally, but years ago they were sent out on DVDs, but they are sent out digitally, which I cannot share or I'll go to prison.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, visit me. And bring corn.
But the thing is, like those digital experiences, downloads faster, looks better and sharper, and it has evolved. It's evolved to be easier for us to watch and connect, and that's where I love the hand-me-down story. Becky gave back yours to you.
I'm getting hand-me-downs from my 22-year-old daughter.
Who bought that one?
Well, I bought all of it. What I'm saying is she had a double major in fancy reading, writing stuff.
But you know what? There's no shame in that.
So
that's exactly what I do with my nephew. He had asked Santa for an iPad. He thought it was a big ask for, a 6-year-old.
And I have an Apple Watch. I also have an Apple Watch, and I love my Apple Watch.
And that's just it. People love their Apple products.
Yeah, Apple Watch, Apple phone. Pro,
So actually,
and I have a tablet.
What I was
I have
actually
everything.
getting back to that is you have all Apple. Some families have some Android, some and PCs. This does play well with others now. Back in the day, you had to be all one or the other. Perfect example, if I wanted to do some word processing for school or work, normally I'd have to work in the Apple ecosystem, but now I can work in Pages and Excel. So it does cross categories. And one thing I encourage people to do is get it home and log into your email, because our email is pretty much the window to the world, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's the rest of the family. And if we can't navigate our emails, if we can't get those documents from work, which looks like the office sent me an Excel document, look how quickly it opened up that document. Can you read that? Probably not. Let's pinch and zoom. Crystal clear, 62, 48, 3,
Oh my gosh, it is so easy. And you know, if you're thinking about getting a new laptop and you think about what are the features I want for a new laptop, and one of those is I want a touch screen. In a laptop, you're really jumping way up in price to get that. But in a tablet, in this tablet, because it's a Today Special and it comes with a Bluetooth keyboard, it's like you're getting a touch screen tablet. And look at the price. And it's an Apple. So this is really extraordinary. And it's one day only. So we're getting, again, okay, the white's sold out, so thank you so much for your calls and orders. If you get the silver with the 256 gigabyte storage, thank you so much. If you order it in space gray, you can still get the white case, FYI. So I just wanted to let you know. And the leopard now is getting limited in the 256 gigabyte. I'm getting updates. We only now have 123 orders left. So we get a very limited amount. And I want to answer the question, why should you buy it here at HSN as opposed to buying it from the Apple Store? If you buy your item from the Apple Store, you have a 14-day return policy. We double that. You have a 30-day return policy. We also have free exchanges, and that applies to everything. Let's say you buy the 64 gigabyte, you get it home, you start using it for a couple weeks, and you say, you know what, I should have gone for the more storage. It was only another 100 or so bucks. Why didn't I do that? Guess what? You can exchange it for free. For free. You can't do that at the Apple Store. Can you imagine going back in and exchanging a tablet for a different tablet because you didn't change your mind about something? You can do that here. I really feel like it takes so much stress off these big decisions. And I know it's a big decision. I think that this is a great way to be mobile with your business. Maybe you work from home, but guess what? You want a different surrounding. My husband works from home. Sometimes he just wants to go to like a coffee shop or something. You pop this in, forget about your backpack, everything. You could put this in a handbag, not even like a giant tote. It is so lightweight, and you know, it really is fast, easy. You're gonna love everything about it. How much does this weigh, Bill?
It weighs 1 pound. Yet you have 256 gigabytes of memory and that latest A13 processor, which is 20% faster, not than the original from 20 years ago, but the prior model. And I'm just, speaking of prior model, Apple just announced their new stuff for this year. They're not coming out with the new iPad. This is still their latest and greatest. Remember, they redesigned it for our needs of today. That front-facing camera is better, weighs a pound, compatible with your gaming system, 10-hour battery life, still has finger touch ID. A lot of people love that. Still has the home button. Some of the other iPads that are out there, the Air and the Pro, they got rid of the home button. So some people, that's their comfort zone in terms of being able to go back. And you mentioned
I like the home button.
Right?
I do, I like the home button. I like that it has that to go back to it. You know, the other thing I wanted to mention is if you're used to your phone and you're used to saying, oh, I want to do Instagram on my computer, but on my phone, I just go to the App Store and I download the app and then I go to, but I want it bigger. I want to really get in there and all the features. Guess what? You can download the apps on this just like you download apps on your phone. So it's something you already know how to do. It's something you're already doing, but you're kind of like transitioning into like that laptop experience without the laptop price tag and without the weight of the laptop. And you've got so much mobility because, you know, this isn't like a laptop. Oh, you can also have this laptop as a tablet. This is actually a tablet. I really, when I look at how slim this is, I think, where are the guts of this thing? You know?
Magic.
It is, it's magic.
Well, actually, that is one thing that they prided themselves on. When they first went to the tablet, they were like, really, how are we going to compute with one button? Don't we need all those extra buttons across the top that we never use? And we were talking earlier about how we are very familiar with our remote control, right? We know the buttons and can probably control it in the dark. The fact is, because you have the tablet in your hand for hours upon hours, because it's fun, it's gaming, it's work, you know how to navigate this. So you'd mentioned Instagram. Jump to the App Store, I typed in Instagram, I found all my little social media apps on this 10.2-inch screen. I could just easily, quickly download, boom, I'm gonna have Instagram, TikTok, all the other ones if I'd like. They're all accessible here. One other cool thing is they now have an Apple Arcade built in, which is fun, because if you're tired of the kids hogging the television, you can take that controller, pair it to your
Really?
iPad. So they can be over here and gaming and zooming, so you can get your TV back and watch your games, and they can be doing their video gaming. It's jumped to this caliber because of the processor. And you'd mentioned laptops before. They are saying computing in the future is gonna be more tablet driven. One, because the chips have evolved, the memory's evolved, and it can be this lightweight footprint, which we all appreciate at the end of the day. We can't, actually, great example, I took a trip this summer, I brought my phone, I brought my tablet, I brought my computer. It's like, maybe I'm gonna need it. I never took the computer out, but I had this out on the train, on the plane, at the hotel, because it performed for me. This tablet has more memory than my laptop. My laptop maxed out at 128. This is double.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right about that. Because I mean, I had a laptop yesterday. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad, it was a great offer and everything, but it was 128 gigabytes.
Yeah.
And this 256 or 64 if you don't need all that. Right. But there was really so many reasons to love this Today Special. Let's talk about that. First of all, this is the latest and greatest. This isn't, an older refurbished something. This is the Generation 9, so it's the latest and greatest. As a matter of fact, it came out within this year. It is compatible with the Apple Pencil, which is not a stylus. It actually is an interactive device, so that's incredible. We are also giving you a choice of 64 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes, and you get so many bonuses, including a Bluetooth keyboard case. You're also getting a neoprene case. You're getting wireless Bluetooth headphones. But one of the other things about buying your Apple product here at HSN is we're including Mac University. It is 3 years of access to all these tutorials to really get the most out of it in a fun way. Maybe you love to edit videos or movies or social media. This is fun as well as business. It does interface with if you want to do Microsoft 365, Windows, Excel, PowerPoint, you can do all of this on there. And those are just some of the reasons to love this amazing Today's Special. So, Bill, I know that, there's so many people on the phone. We really want to do some updates. So let me start from the beginning if you're just tuning in. We're halfway through our presentation. Your first choice is how much storage do you need? Do you need 64 gigabytes or do you want to do the 256? It really depends on how much photos and videos you're going to be storing. So the more storage space you have, the more videos and more photos and documents and things you store. If you don't store a lot on your tablet, there's no reason to spend the extra money. But if you want to store a lot of things like videos, do video editing, the deal on the bigger one is definitely worth it. It's just, I think, 4 times the storage for like $100 something more. So I think it's actually the most popular on the day. So after you make that decision, you decide what color tablet, because the tablets actually themselves come in different colors. This is the space gray. It's kind of a hematite, you might think of this as black, so it's called space gray, and then this one is silver. So that's your second choice. First, how much storage, then which color, and then what color bundle kit do you want? So if you want the leopard bundle kit, you're going to get this is the tablet case. So, the keyboard case. So it is the keyboard that is wireless, that's also a stand. This is the neoprene case. And then you get a matching, and this is why there's no wires. It's a Bluetooth wire. These are the cushy, soft headphones. So that's the leopard. This choice is this called gray? I just want to make sure, because where you get the keyboard case in the white, gray in the neoprene case in the headphones. Blue, everything's in beautiful navy blue. If that's your favorite color, maybe school colors. Here is the black, you can't go wrong, especially if you're gifting. I think you can't go wrong with the black. The white has been very, very popular. So the white, you get the white keyboard case, white wireless headphones that are Bluetooth, and then you also get the houndstooth. Let me just show you this, because I think, honestly, this is my favorite. It's super cute, and I know we've sold out of it in a couple. These pop out. for like little handles, and it zips up. And this is cushy too, so it keeps your tablet safe. So like maybe you want to pack it in so that you don't have to worry about, you know, getting squished or anything. I love how it protects it. I feel like I did that wrong. It needs to go this way because they're gonna come and fix it if I don't make it perfect. All right, there you go. But you're also getting a stand. So maybe you're cooking and you want to have like a YouTube show, or maybe you're at your desk and you want to do a FaceTime call or a Zoom call. I love that it comes with a stand, but it also comes with an extra long charging cord. And why is this important? That, you know, it's that you're able to connect this, and it gives it extra. I mean, this is like one thing that you may like, oh, down the road I'll buy that. No, we're including it. So the other thing about our today's special is everything in the network is free shipping and handling. That's right. If you're shopping at HSN today, I don't care if you're buying a pair of jeans, if you're buying some Beekman skincare that we just had a wonderful hour with Valerie, or if you're buying some gorgeous jewelry, everything is on free shipping and handling. I will confess that I put it in my calendar, I knew it was coming, and I bought my Nellie's laundry soap today because it was free shipping and handling. Everything at the network, free shipping and handling on hsn.com, free shipping and handling, absolutely everything. It's a one-day promotion, so our today's special is free shipping and handling. We're also doing 5 flex pay. That is on everything today, but on our today's special, that means unlike going to the Apple store, we have to plunk down all that money at once. We give you 5 months to pay this off. However, we ship it to you immediately. Immediately. As a matter of fact, when you check out on hsn.com, it'll say the date it's coming to your house. So it's usually, depending on where you live in the country, it's usually between 2 and 7 days. It just depends where you live in the US. So 5 months to pay it off, no interest, no fees, any major credit card. But if you're still saying, you know what, I wish it was like 50 bucks a month. I wish it was like 47 bucks. How about an HSN card? There's no annual fee. You get tons of extra coupons and bonuses and extra flex payments and special VIP events. And there's no annual fee if you don't have one, no annual fee. So if you have an HSN card, and you get the 64 gigabyte, it's $41.66 a month. If you get the 256 gigabyte, right, 4 times the storage, you think, oh, that's gonna be way more. It's only $55 a month. So the difference is about $14 a month difference between the 64 gigabyte and the 256. So those are the reasons to shop here at HSN. And Bill, $14 a month is the difference between the 64 and the 256. Bill,
that's amazing.
Where is Bill?
I'm in the kitchen.
There you are. I looked around and he's on the TV set.
Here we go.
There you go.
So one of the other reasons why I upgraded is primarily because of what Apple's put into this 9th generation iPad. It's that center stage technology. I think we've all been there. We've taken those Zoom calls with family and friends and coworkers, and we have to live in this little box. Not anymore. Apple has given us the freedom to walk around, so I can still be having this conversation with Helen and, you know, washing my hands, prepping dinner, checking, you know, the turkey in the oven and all this kind of stuff. And you're not getting the wobbly camera action because I'm carrying it while I'm trying to do it. It's moving me around. Did you also notice? I'm watching HSN over here. I could be watching Joy Tonight live in the kitchen, because this becomes that second screen. This becomes, you know, the TV that we all grew up with. Mom, I'm not feeling well. Can I watch TV in my room? You get them the iPad, you set them up, they're enjoying a show, whether it's kids programming, whether it's sports. Tablets do so much for us. If your tablet can keep up with it, has the processor to follow us around, has the processor to allow us to work from home, because I'm working from home today, but I have the ability to work around the house. Here's my coffee station, Helen. Do you want red or white? I mean, this is where we can engage on a Saturday night without having to leave the house. Your tablet should not be a one-trick pony. It should not just be your e-reader. It should not just be for school and word processing. If it is, it's because it's not an Apple. It doesn't have the latest and greatest features, and you're gonna appreciate it. But remember, you're not just getting the latest and greatest tablet, you're getting more return time in terms of what HSN offers. We give you a bunch of great extras, including the stand I have it mounted on right now, an over-the-ear set of wireless headphones, and 3 years to the Mac U. As we all get questions every once in a while, you can go to the Mac U, ask them how to FaceTime, ask them how to engage center stage, because this is an important call out too. I don't always have to have the ability to move around, because there's been times where it's like, I do not want you to see the dining room table. It is a mess. So you can just lock it in if you'd like. And the cool part about it, I'm giving you a lot of information, and it might be a little bit above your head right now, But the more you play with your tablet, it's gonna become second nature, and you're gonna be so glad you made the upgrade today.
Yeah, and I just want to mention also that since we have our today's special is the Apple iPad, we do also have, since it's compatible, we do have the Apple Pencil available, and the Apple Pencil is $139.99. It is on 5 flex space, so it's only $28 to add it to your order. $28 for the Apple Pencil. The item number is 647932. So, I mean, this isn't like a stylus. The Apple Pencil